but he wanted Katars with a weapon that's really good to throw. Because he wants to incorporate more weapon throws in his play style, but like Asuri's sword is a pretty small hitbox.
And
when
Queen
you throw the
Nai
weapon.
is kind of off the table when you're so used to having that much movement speed.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Mako's the opposite, right? Oh, what an awesome Katar read right there. I mean, Mako's is so fast, and you could go even faster with the speed stance, but I don't think he even needs it, right? 8 speed is going to do.
Yeah, and what better weapon to have for throwing than a giant oar, right? look at him holding that right now. That definitely looks like it would hurt if that smacked you on the top of the head. So let's see what Wrench is able to do with it. Although right now he's just fighting with the greatsword straight up, and that recovery is putting Blaizzy on their toes. Blaizzy opening up with the Azoth, which we're used to seeing, and the gravity cancel down light from Wrench, getting that finisher right away and descending with it because he used it in the air. Doesn't quite work out, but let's see. Wrench is looking for that recovery finisher. Let's see if he has enough.
It's a great finisher. Or the down sit. Oh man! So they're using that gravity cancel down light's a pretty interesting move for a finisher. It makes so much sense because when you can't just do that move on the ground, right? That is like a specific. It's a gravity cancel thing because the down light of Greatsword is a different thing based on where you are at inside the auto combo, right? And that's basically skipping to the finisher version of it, which happens to be a really fast startup.
Well, and this is one of my favorite things about it as well, is that it descends if you gravity cancel. And so you get that little twirling motion as you're covering a lot of spots in the air where if you're on the ground, you wouldn't quite get that same property. And we're seeing Wrench do a great job with it. And now
he's a full stock ahead. He might go up 2 stocks in a second here. Wrench doing great.
Oh, great clash for Wrench. Blaizzy really needs to end this stock here if he wants to have a chance. And Wrench with the neutral light. It's terrifying to be against a Katar player who just landed a neutral light against you in red because you're just kind of like, well, 50-50. My recovery, get hit by recovery here, I'm just gone. And Blaizzy can't get the stock finished off. Wrench just jumping around, avoiding every down light.
Well. Oh, it's still not enough. He's got the right idea though. Oh no.
Oh, is it
Wrench coming back in? Now he's got the great sword.
I respect it.
He was hoping.
It does cover half the stage, but also Blaizzy knows the range, and he manages to get the punish for it. Now Wrench has to. I guess an unarmed recovery would probably be enough here.
I think so. Maybe depending on where he lands it.
He's just got to be careful not to fish too hard for it because Blaizzy's playing around to this position quite well now that he took that stock. Downer comes through, down light gets him out of the dodge, so he knows the recovery will hit, and Blaizzy on the bow is keeping Wrench disarmed, and that's actually not enough, not yet. Wrench has to get a little bit more damage before he can rely on unarmed attacks.
He's got his trusty Katars with him right now. It's not a great weapon to finish off stocks, but but he finds a way. It's not true. It takes a read somewhere along the way, or catching a dodge or something.
Oh, speaking of a read,
catch a dodge. Oh my!
If he pivoted that neutral light, could have got even further. But you know what? 6 hits, that's not bad. And Wrench almost took Blaizzy on the top. That was almost the game right there. What a crazy recovery coming out. And now with that falling nair, Wrench with the second nair brings Blaizzy deeper into red. And he's one solid signature away. Recovery.
I love that.
Almost enough. Oh,
the neutral light, but then he jumps into a gravity cancel down light. I'm taking notes here. I'm learning more Katar moves by watching Wrench right now.
Nicely done.
He takes the game with Greatsword there. He actually made a lot of good use out of the Greatsword.
He did.
And I want to say, you know, what I was talking about before, and that was hearing Wrench talk about this. I want to play Katars, I want to be fast, and I want a good weapon to throw that's not the Katars.
Right.
Katars is like one of the worst weapons. It's the smallest hitbox you can have.
It's hard to get worse than that.
Right
there
with
the orb. Yeah.
Orb I think it's about the same.
They are about the same.
Oh, man, the damage Wrench did is insane. But you know what? It seems like Wrench is getting... He's very competent with the Greatsword, and more so than when I heard that from him, that whole bit about the Greatsword and throwing. That was really early on in his decision to start playing Mako, and I guess it's just different now. That was a couple months ago now, and now he just looks really good on Greatsword.
Yeah,
so
and
he's obviously comfortable enough with it to not immediately switch to Katar.
And that's a little bit to the point that I was making earlier, where it's like, wow, Wrench.
Oh, but this is why Katars though. This is why Katars for Wrench. Oh, that's so good.
Well,
what a perfect dodge read. He kept it going, and he kept the edge guard straight.
So what a crazy opponent Wrench will become if he could really solidify mastering the greatsword. Because you're right, when he picked up Mako on release, it was one of those things where it was like, this is going to be a long-term project, and that's why I'm so excited today, because it looks like he's really gotten the character in a position where he can be fierce and competitively. But Blaizzy's saying, don't write me out.
Answering right back. Yeah. We are talking a lot about Wrench and not a lot about Blaizzy, but I still got more to say about Wrench, though.
Yeah. Well, Blaizzy the down sig on the axe, takes him right at the top, and look at that, on the bow, 4 clean hits right away. Blaizzy hitting with the nair, sidelight catches Wrench trying to finish the recovery, but Wrench gets right in!
Oh, that's a long!
And he went for the neutral sig!
That was crazy.
No dodge from Blaizzy because of that side sig, but if he pivoted that neutral sig, that could have been the craziest thing I've ever seen Mako do. The greatsword looking nasty, but the neutral light disarms him, and the recovery takes him off the top!
That's an early stock for Blaizzy.
Wow.
Look at the damage. He can take this game now.
Yeah.
He's in a very winning position. Wrench is going to have to play a great stock.
And I mean, Wrench basically 0 to death at the start with the guitars. We were just gushing over it. And now,
that's right, yeah.
And now look at Blaizzy go with that recovery. Downlight hits. Another recovery almost connects as Wrench just struggling to get his bearings here.
He's nearly lapped him in damage. He is a full stock ahead.
Oh. Light hits.
Red.
Whoa, that sights could have just been it. If Wrench's head was just a little bit higher. Oh, he went for the pivot.
Wrench is in trouble here. He's got him on the ropes.
Whoa.
That's not going to be enough, but it's so close. Wrench on the way back, and Blaizzy with the aggressive finish. That's over. Oh, he didn't even need that.
No. Caesar's like, you're extending this stock too long. We need to go to game number 3. Downers up in the middle of the side sig. He's out of there. Blaizzy destroyed stock 1. Said enough. You guys have been talking about Wrench's greatsword a little bit too long. Let me show you how great I am on Azov.
It's true. Now Blaizzy's the big story here. Look at this. Off the side sig, nasty. Oh my goodness.
Didn't even let him finish. Finish the final surf before the game ends.
Woo!
Wow, 65.
Doubled his damage.
65 damage per engagement. Way better for Blaizzy at game number 2. Wrench on the Mako started off strong and just burned out too fast. Let's see if he's able to bring it back in game number 3 because Blaizzy certainly has momentum after that game.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Wrench swapping back to Asuri. Okay, well, I love some Asuri gameplay, but that Mako was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice, especially, I mean, when Mako came out, I was like, Wrench is gonna pop off.
Yeah.
Because of the signature kit. It's such a good signature kit.
But sometimes you just have to go back to what you've won 5 tournaments with,
exactly,
right? And
right?
that is the Asuri.
His Asuri is so good too, and his sword really is. I mean, he was doing great on the great sword, but his sword he might just be. Yeah, he got him. Oh, that's such an early stock.
Mako, Asuri, Lucian, doesn't matter. When he's on guitars, he's taking stocks off stage. That could have happened on anybody. And those
there wasn't a signature in there that made it. Ooh, man, his chase dodge game with the guitars is unparalleled.
All right, Blaizzy. Now he's in that position. This is where Blaizzy's the most comfortable, right? Down a stock, looks like he's getting destroyed.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
we know how this ends. This is how Blaizzy wins. We saw it last time.
Oh, but Wrench.
Except Wrench he's just. And now with the sword, he can be so much more confident in closing out stocks with the sword, I think.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Down air into the neutral. Like gravity cancel. Throws the weapon for good measure. Doesn't need to. Blaizzy now down a stock to 3. And Wrench.
He might be thinking right now, like, why did I ever switch off of Asuri?
Well,
look at this.
Oh, man. Blaizzy with the axe tries to get some more damage with a neutralite. Wrench doesn't fall for that down signature, not this time at least, and he jumps right past the sider to get more extra credit on the Blaizzy's last stock, where he still has all 3, and Blaizzy can't find a sider to save his life. Okay, is the neutralite enough? Almost. We're getting into the downlight neutralite axe territory. It's like, I can't hit my Sares. What do I do? Well, you light attack them. Oh, but Wrench is so good.
He's working on a 3 stock here. He might actually get it.
Oh, not enough. Not from center.
Because of where he was at on the stage. Had he been on the edge, that certainly would have been enough.
You know what? I respect.
You gotta respect it.
Went for the
that would have been dunkalicious. But
excellent punish from Blaizzy.
He's so far ahead. I mean, Wrench is just counting it down now.
Gotta be careful now. Wrench has gone for 2 of those neutral sigs, and both of them led into a boatload of damage. And he hasn't had Blaizzy at the point yet where that stock just goes away. Neutral life for Blaizzy.
Wait a second. He's leveled up now.
Oh,
it's been so long since he's gotten hit. Never mind. That's my fault.
Oh, but the neutral light hits. Side light nair would be huge here, but the side air, the bounce from that was showing me that Blaizzy's kind of, too worse for wear. Down air takes him down on the left side of the stage, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead for Wrench. One more game, and Wrench moves on in the lower bracket to fight against Cody Travis. We're looking at that excellent edge guard from the start, double ground pound right before he's able to get the wall touch as well, and then the rest of this is just Wrench having some impeccable. Look at that. That's so good.
That was a clever and unusual edge guard from Wrench there.
I was so ready for another down air. I was so ready for him to go for another down air.
Yeah, that's what anybody would have done. But the pivot neutral light actually was better in that situation and sealed the deal for the kill. Man, Blaizzy down 0-2. Is he going to switch up his legend? Yes. Right to Finn. And this is, it's something you see often. You're down 0-2. Or, well, actually not 0-2, right? Blaizzy, he got a game. Let's not forget. He took the first game. Oh, no way! Oh, he was one hit away. He was one hit away from the craziest 0 to death.
Oh, no dodge. No dodge.
No dodge. Oh, Wrench pursued. He was well aware of the dodge advantage and nearly capitalized on it. Blaizzy lucky to be alive now.
Oh, but Blaizzy is still taking a ton of damage. And on Finn, your defense is a lot lower than what he's been on.
That's right.
Oh, man. Blaizzy into that falling side air. Wrench hits up with the neutral light, tries to jump around the side airs. This has definitely just been Wrench pressuring Blaizzy. But Blaizzy with the axe, this is what we saw him get a lot of success with on the Azov.
Yeah,
Let's
and
see if
now
he can stop the pressure.
He's using one of the highest strength axes you could use in the game on Finn here. We were talking about the low defense of Finn, but high attack in place of that, right? Oh, that's the true oh my goodness. Wait, no, it's not true, right? There's a one-frame gap
it's
now?
one frame.
You know what it is? It's really hard to do.
And difficult to execute and highly rewarding combo.
Yes, yes. And it's quick. I mean, even though it's dodgeable, you'd have to react very quickly to get a dodge in time. Blaizzy did take the lead, but man, gravity cancels the side light.
That's what I get
that
for
means
saying
he has no dodge. Dude, we got to be careful what we say here. We're really messing this matchup.
Commentators just have too much influence over the flow. It's like, oh, we're talking about something. Here's the storyline. Forget that storyline.
Wrench, he went for it.
Oh, but that down light hit, but it hit in such a weird way that it carried him against the wall.
He was like underneath the stage, so he got hooked onto the side of the stage while Wrench moved away from it. Dropped the combo.
Oh, the side light.
Damage is tied up. Wrench starting to pull ahead here. He's got him off the side.
Ooh, chase dodge.
This is where Wrench excels, dude. He pushes him off the side, and then they're done.
Oh, but Blaizzy somehow getting the damage back, and if he gets another one of those D-Light neutral sinks, that's a ton of damage, puts Wrench into a bad position. Wrench has got to have some very damaged guitars right now, and he holds on to the damage. Okay. He thought about it.
Yeah. He was like, oh no, I grabbed the old ones, and then now he's stuck with the old ones here.
We were about to go on a tie right there. It's like, why would you hold the damaged ones? And then, it's fine.
We see that sometimes.
But
every weapon in Brawlhalla kind of has its own hidden health bar, and it's not as simple as health, but that's an easy way to describe it.
Oh man, Wrench just stopping Blaizzy from landing. Really getting the extra hits in, side air and
This is huge. I mean, Wrench is in kill range. Blaizzy could take him out. Oh, the double down light. Oh my goodness, he caught him.
He tried to go for an all that side stick there. The recovery's still not enough, even with all that extra force from the Finn. Not able to take him off the top, and the neutral light is not going to disarm him just yet. Wrench makes it back with a side air to cover his head. No recovery to put him above the stage. Blaizzy uses that spot dodge, and Wrench just takes a sword to the face, but it's still going to take one, maybe a sword neutral light here. Maybe.
Yeah, man, but Blaizzy, he's hurt so much on this last stock. Even if he manages to take out Wrench now, it's going to be difficult for him. Meanwhile, Wrench just needs to take out this one more stock to win the set and move on. Knock Blaizzy out of the tournament and move on to fight against Cody Travis in the next round. Let's see. Maybe Blaizzy brings it back right now. He's got to play a perfect stock. Wrench just looking for the one killing blow. That's not enough, but maybe the next one will be. He's getting so damaged. Ooh, that'll do it. Wrench takes the set. 3-1 over Blaizzy and moves on now to face off against Cody Travis, top 6.
Yeah, right back to the Asuri. Well, I'll say this. I was enjoying the Mako, but man, is Wrench Zasuri something else. There's just a wealth of experience behind that legend.
It's so clear. It's so clear his mastery of this legend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. It showed there, too, because when Blaizzy lost to the Mako, he was like, I can do this with Azoth. He's going to keep going. But we were talking about that situation back against the wall. I switched to a different legend. He thought he had to bring out something different to be able to deal with the Asuri, and it just wasn't.